Good evening. What's up, sports board gaming fans? Anthony with Bleacher Bums Gaming. And tonight, we're going to take a look at the newest game on the Bleacher Bums Gaming channel. And this is Dice United, a great soccer simulation from Stone Mountain Press and Gary Brown. And it is another excellent game of Gary's that I'm very eager to play, basically just due to the fact that it is very simplistic and yet at the same time captures a very nice soccer experience. So we're going to take a look at a playthrough and go through the charts and whatnot on this. And again, I am back from dinner and had a couple of cocktails, so hopefully this will remain coherent. But the components are very simple. And again, good quality cards. You get, and I ordered the EPL 2019-2020 season. So you get a team card for each team in the league with their records, and you will then get a attack chart. And then the second chart, which has pitch battles and then keeper checks, great chance, free kick, corner kick, penalty kick, etc. So really a really very simple footprint, and again, the game flows very well, and it's possible to complete an entire game in 15 minutes, no more than 20 minutes going through it. You also get a timing aid, which takes into account crunch time and has reminders on timing. And then some score sheets also come with the game. And, of course, the dice, the 2D20s and the 2D10s. So I played this a little bit offline. Hey, what's up, Matt? Welcome, my friend. I actually just played around with about a half offline. So this really is the second time I'm really looking at the game, but that just really goes to show you how intuitive and easy it is to pick up and play. So again, hopefully I will do it right. So basically you start out, there is a timing sequence where you will roll the 2D10s to get the minutes, and then the discipline die, which basically determines what's going on, whether it is going to be a attack for one or the other teams or a pitch battle, which means the ball is contested at the midfield area, basically. So to start the game, you roll a single die for the timing and add 1 minute, and roll your discipline die to see who gets the first action. And we have my team from the EPL, Tottenham Hotspur, and going up against the relegation zone Norwich City team. So we'll do a quick playthrough and go through a half real quick to kind of give you the mechanics of the game, and then I'll talk about my thoughts on it. So here we go. And again, off the bat, you roll a single die and add a minute to that. So our first action is going to take place in the 8th minute. And at that point, you will roll all 4 die. And I should digress here momentarily. You want to get a control rate and also a pitch battle rate. So 14 to 20, anything in that range is going to result in a pitch battle, meaning a contested ball. And those are where you'll have a stoppage time and potential fouls, etc. And then control range, Spurs, they have a 1 to 13. So if it's an attack, anything between 1 and 13 will be an attack for Spurs, and anything 14 to 20 will be an attack for Norwich City. So we have our first action at the 8-minute mark. And the red die will go against the control rating, which again, Spurs is 1 to 13. So they are in control, have the offensive action. Norwich City, you look at their away defensive rating, which is 5. And basically you will then reference the blue D20. And if it is 5 or less, the attack action would start in the D column here. If it is not within that range, it starts at the A column, and then you work your way forward. So we have Tottenham in control and on the offensive action. Norwich City missed their defensive check. So 33, we would then check the attack chart. And 33 right here, keeper challenge. When attack is greater than opposing keeper, it is a goal. So Tottenham's attack is an 8 when they are at home. And the opposing goalkeeper, Tim Krul, I rolled for the goalkeepers prior to the match, he is a 7. So at the 8-minute mark, we have a goal for Tottenham Hotspur. And Hotspur goes up 1-0. And at that point, you then roll to see who scored the goal. And the goals, yellow cards, etc. are rated on the team card here. So you'd roll the 2d10 and 0-2. And it's good old Harry Kane with the goal at the 8-minute mark. And Tottenham goes up 1-0. As I conjure up my old English accent. And that's as simple as it is. And at that point, you will add a minute to the next timing roll, as that accounts for celebrations of Hotspur. And goes to the next kickoff. Hey, what's up, Roger? Welcome, buddy. Come on, Matt. Hotspur. Come on, buddy. So here we go. So next action. And really, that's how simple the game is to resolve sequences. So first of timing, the next result will take place at the 15-minute mark. Remember, we added a minute to account for celebration after the goal. And an 8 is the discipline roll. And again, there we check the PBN grade, and it is going to be another attack. So we then roll all 4 die once again. And 13 on the red die, and this is just going to be within Spurs range. So they're going to be on the attack again, as the 19 is above the defensive range of Norwich City. So we'll go to the A column. A roll of 15 on the 2d10. And that is going to be attack of 8+. It's going to be a goal, and Tottenham is an 8. And goal for the Spurs. They score again at the 15-minute mark. So Tottenham off to a fast start in this match against Norwich City, which, again, they are a relegation zone team, and this time a 39. And that goal is going to be scored by Son Heung-min at the 15-minute mark. And it's 2-0 Hotspur. So it's one of the things that's really cool about this game. I mean, you simulate the entire soccer experience, which, the timing roll kind of accounts for the dead time. And then it really plays really quite nicely until you get to the point where action takes place and the attack or pitch battle comes into play. So, Matt, I'm a Chelsea supporter. I can't root for the gotcha. From White Hart Lane. I get it, buddy. All right, so next segment, and our timing segment is going to be 3. So that's going to go to the 18-minute mark of the first half. And 6, once again, we are going to have an attack. And 12, once again, it's going to be Hotspur, and Norwich City misses their defensive role. So 26 on the attack chart. And that says attack 12+, a goal. And again, Tottenham is only 8 at home. So you then go to column B on the chart, and it's going to be 8 or a 9 corner kick. I'm sorry, 26, my bad. A 10 or 11 corner kick, and that's not going to be the case either. So there it's going to be bending shot, misses the corner. So Norwich City dodges a bullet there. And it will be a miss, and we go back to the next segment. So again, that's really, a really simple and at the same time genius game design there for determining the segments. So our next segment is going to be 13 minutes past. That's going to take place at minute 31 of the first half. And 6, once again, will be an attack. So here we go. 6, again, is within Tottenham Hotspur's control range and defensive rating for Norwich City. A 6 will be above that. And 0-0, and that's going to be an own goal, Hotspur. And we'll see who gets the ignominy of that goal for Norwich City. We'll roll against their card. 90, and that's going to be an own goal against Kenny McLean. So Tottenham up 3-0 here in the first half, running away with it. And again, we add a minute to the celebration time there. So next timing roll will come off the 32nd minute. All right, and a 4. Once again, we're going to have an attack. 10 minutes will pass. This will come in the 42nd minute of the first half. All 4 die, and 10. Once again, Hotspur is in control and above the Norwich defensive rating. So we go from column A on the attack sheet, a roll of 30. And 30 is going to be attack 13, goal, no. Attack 11 or 12, free kick, no. And that ends up in a corner kick. So at that point, you bring out the auxiliary corner kick chart and roll the 1D or 2D10 off of that. So 42nd minute, Hotspur with the corner kick. And a roll of 19, and 19, a defensive 4+, clears, otherwise goal, and Norwich City has a defensive 5, so they're able to clear the corner. And we are coming up to the end of the first half, and these games go really quick, but again, they capture a lot of excitement in that small footprint of time. So here we have a time roll of 12, and that's going to exceed what's left in the first half. So what we do there is go to crunch time, meaning we subtract the higher of the 2 die and add 6 minutes to 42, which brings us to 48. And that roll exceeds the stoppage time, which was left in the first half, which was 2 minutes. So we go to halftime. And at halftime, it's going to be Spurs 3 and Norwich City 0. So we've just played a first half in about, 7 minutes. So the game plays really quick, and again, is a really intuitive game in terms of capturing all the excitement and nuances of soccer. And Roger, are you just adding that 1 minute after? Yeah, no, that's actually in the rules. In the way Gary indicates that is that accounts for basically after a team scores, you're going to run up to the stands or whatnot, slide, do their celebrations. So that's just accounting for that, so that when the next segment comes, you account for that, add a minute. So if you roll double zeros, you don't have another action occurring in the same minute that the goal was scored. So that's how that comes into play. Yeah, and that's something I didn't really anticipate doing this video, Matt. So I'm glad that I rolled the die there and got a higher roll, because that's coming off a defensive player more than likely. I would probably, playing this, really wouldn't roll for an own goal, but for the sake of the video, we did. So we'll go to a second half kickoff now. And 16, we are going to have our very first pitch battle of the game, and it is going to come, again, you add a minute. Actually, that should have been a single roll. So this will come at the 55th minute mark of the second half, and pitch battle. And the pitch battle goes off this auxiliary chart again. So here we go by the second half column, and we'll roll the 2 die. This is going to result in potential fouls, chippy players, injuries, and this will also add stoppage time. So we will roll the 2d10. 92 in the second half. Away player injured, optional player out table. So this is an optional rule where you would roll to see which player went out, and basically it would result in a substitution taking place. And we're just going to skip this, but we will add the 2 minutes of stoppage time. So on to the next segment. All right, and a roll of 14, and so that takes us to the 69th minute. And 11 is going to be another attack roll. We'll see if Norwich City can get an attack chance finally. And 18, they do indeed, and 12 going against Hotspur. Home rating, their defense is an 8, so Norwich City will get an attack and a roll of 17 on the attack chart. And 17, an attack of 9 plus is going to be a goal. And you can see Norwich City, a very poor offensive squad, especially away. Basically, what this 2 indicates is when they are away, they park the bus, basically, which means they play behind the ball and play defense the entire match, putting all 11 players behind the ball and look for the counterattack. So we're going to go to the next column since that's not applicable. Attack 7 or 8, free kick, no, and Norwich City is going to get a corner kick, so they get a set piece. And again, going to the corner kick chart, a roll of 48. And 48 on the corner kick is keeper controlled, so the attack is turned aside. So we credit a corner to Norwich and go on to the next segment. All right, a roll of 4. We go to the 73rd minute and 3. This will be an attack opportunity. I kind of actually, Roger, I could be wrong there. And like I said, I had cocktails at dinner. I read that to mean that whenever a goal was scored, you would add a minute, but I'll go and reread that and adjust if necessary. That's a good point. It probably is actually only if you roll a 00 there. And Matt, this reminds me of a game I made when I was in junior high that I used to play the entire Major League Soccer League season for 87, 88. Very fun. My game was simpler, of course. Yeah, the design is really simple, but it really does. You know, because if you watch a soccer game, it really is a lot of midfield, I guess, ball control, passing the ball off, and you really only get legitimate attacks at certain intervals. So I think it captures the essence of the game very good in terms of that aspect of it. And again, very simple, easy to pick up. All right, so here we go. 15 and 15, that is going to be Norwich once again on the attack, and the roll is above Tottenham's rating. 31, attack 13 is a goal, no. Attack 11 or 12, free kick, no. And Norwich is going to get another corner kick. All right, so here we go. Norwich looking to take advantage of the set piece, and 90 defenders clear the ball. And that is probably actually the best way that Norwich is going to get back in this game, through set pieces, as we go to the next segment. Yeah, like I said, Roger, I literally played around with this game before I went to dinner. Spent like 10 minutes going through. I already had read the rules prior to the printed set coming, but I played around with it just to get a feel of how to play the game, and then went to dinner. So really, this is the first substantial game I played here. Next roll is going to be a 14. And that's going to take us to the 87th minute. So we're getting late in this one. And 14 on the roll there is going to be a pitch battle. So we will go to the pitch battle chart once again. 52 and 52, a second half. We are not yet. Well, technically, we are in crunch time since we're in the 87th minute. So we'll go by that. And 87th minute. A roll of 52, and we are going to have no stoppage time, yellow card, aggression check, easy call on the tactical foul. So the way the aggression check works is you take the aggression ratings, and both teams are a 9. Tottenham a 9 at home, and Norwich City a 9 on the road. You will roll the 2d20s, and whoever has a higher result gets the yellow card. So basically here, if, say, Tottenham had a 6 and Norwich had a 9, you would add 3 to Norwich City's roll. But since this is equal, whoever has a higher roll is going to get the foul, and it's going to be Norwich. Then we roll the 2d10. And 87 on the bookings chart. 87 is going to be Ben Godfrey. So yellow, Godfrey, Norwich. And as we are now in crunch time, we will now roll a single die for the timing. And that will probably run out the match. A 6. That takes us to the 93rd minute. We have 1 minute of stoppage time. So basically that's going to take us to the last final attack. And the way that works is when a timing roll exceeds the total stoppage time, the game clock stops in the last minute. This is the final attack, and it is an automatic attack sequence. Discipline die is ignored. And the final attack is the last significant action of the match. If a free kick occurs, that stoppage time is also ignored. So we will then go to see who gets the final offensive action, the last attack sequence. And a roll of 2, it's going to go to Hotspur, and defensive roll of 6 is above Norwich City. 47 on the attack, and 47 attack 2+ is going to be a KPR check. So then we look at the goalkeeper, which is Tim Krul. He has a KPR of 7. So the keeper check goal or keeper check cart is one of the auxiliary charts as well. So again, final action of the match, 96, and 96 is going to be a save made, any KPR mating. So rating is what the last minute of the match. Tim Krul makes a save, and the match is over. And we'll count that as the 90th minute. So that is your entire match. It's going to be a 3-0 victory for Tottenham Hotspur. And again, the match is played very quick. You can get a match done in 10, 15 minutes playing offline. And again, I talked a little bit here, so it took a little bit longer than that. And Roger, I'm looking now. The 1 minute is added after goals if 0 is rolled to account for celebrations. Gotcha. All right, so that is an adjustment I have to make, and that totally does make sense. And Chris has joined us. Thank you very much. Coys. Yes, sir. So my thoughts on the game, and Roger, it's called the 1 minute minimum. Yeah. You know what? Now that I recall, that is correct. And again, really first time playing through a full match, but you see how quick it goes. So I will make a note of that. So that is better next time. But thoughts on the game, I think this is really a great experience. I mean, Gary does a good job, and he does it with Grid Zone 2, of designing a game that really focuses on the significant action during a match, which is what this does. And it kind of cuts out all that, I guess, downtime, or in the case of a soccer match, that time where the ball has just been played back and forth and possession alternates between the two teams, and really just brings into focus the actual action sequences of the match where, again, there's scoring opportunities or a potential foul. And I think this game does an excellent job capturing that. And very simple. It's actually, quite frankly, a very brilliant game design, and kudos to Gary for this, because it allows you to get that full soccer experience and not spend 60 minutes playing it out on a board game where you play minute by minute sequences. So great design, great fun, a lot of fun to get through games quickly, very easy for season replays. So I definitely give this a no. And Spurs are my team, Chris. I should have caught that. Jeez. Come on, you Spurs. Or as I say across the pond, come on, you Spurs. Harry Kane with the first goal of this game, a 3-0 victory for Tottenham. So, yeah, this is a fun game. This is definitely going to get a lot of time on the table. In fact, I will be doing a Tottenham replay, and it's going to And Roger, you're right. It definitely cuts out the BS. You get straight to the action sequences, and you can get a lot of games played in a very short time period. I mean, you could play literally 5 or 6 games in an hour using this. And what I'll probably do is I'll do a Tottenham replay and then use a quick play chart, which comes with Soccer Blast to replay the rest of the EPL. But really lets you get through a season, very quickly in a matter of probably 2-3 weeks. So great game. I definitely give this a thumbs up, as I did with Grid Zone from Gary. Gary is a very creative and innovative game designer. And again, his link to Stone Mountain Press is in the description. So it's really simple, and again, a genius design, which is very fulfilling and a lot of fun to play. So I recommend this if you are a soccer fan at all. Check it out and give it a look. What comes with the game comes with 4 EPL teams from the 2011-2012 season, so you can get a idea of how to play. And of course, individual seasons are available. La Liga, EPL, and also the American Soccer League. The name slips my mind. I actually sadly do not watch American soccer. I only watch EPL and occasionally Serie A. So and Bundesliga too. But a great game, and the team sets are, I believe, $11 for each season. So very good deal, and you get the cards are very nice quality. They're good size, nice gloss finish to them, durable, and very small footprint on the gaming table as well. So definitely give it a thumbs up. And Jay Oliveira, easy, fast, and fun. I agree 100%. It is indeed a great game. MLS, my goodness, I should know that. Again, I just don't watch American soccer. I like to watch my mates from across the pond most of the time for soccer. Fun to watch when you're sitting in bed on an early Saturday morning, 6 a.m., sipping coffee, watch a little EPL. So there you go. So, hey, thanks for stopping by, guys. If you don't mind, on your way out of the stadium, give the video a thumbs up if you like this. And again, check this game out, Stone Mountain Press. The link is in the comments, and I totally recommend this game. In fact, of all the games that I've put on and introduced on the channel, this vaults right into the top 3, just basically based on the fact that it's very intuitive, very well thought out, and it really captures the excitement of the sport that it's based on in a very small footprint in terms of your gaming time, which means you have time to play more games in that scenario. So excellent game. Appreciate you all checking in. Thanks for everyone who joined us. Steeler Fan 1933, my good friend Matt, Roger Ward, thank you very much, and thanks for the tips on the timing there, my friend. And Chris, come on, you Spurs, another Tottenham fan. Thank you very much. And of course, Jay Oliveira, it is indeed a great game. So hope you all have a great night. Anthony with Bleacher Bums Gaming. Until next time, stay young, keep rolling, and we'll see you later.